let's try a practice question, shall we? Question 5. Okay, 5.2.1 says determine the coordinates of the y-intercept of h. Okay, so to determine the coordinates of the y-intercept of h, obviously you have to let x is equal to 0. So let x is equal to 0, h of x is equal to 4, brackets 2 to the power negative 0, brackets plus 1, which is equal to 5. Therefore your y-intercept is 0 is to 5. 5.2.2 says explain why h does not have an x-intercept. Okay, so for this one, there are two ways you can go about it. You can try, okay, you can do like I did here, to figure out if why it does not have an x-intercept. Okay, by doing calculations, letting y equals to 0, and as you can see, there's no way. This is impossible right here. This whole scenario here, when you go back to your exponent laws, this right here is impossible. This right here is impossible. How do I know it's possible? Well, here's another way of checking whether it's possible or impossible. So 2 to the power negative x is greater than 0 for all x element of all real numbers, for all real numbers or real x values. So you will not have an x-intercept, because look at this, negative 1 over 4, right? Negative 1 over 4, that's below 0. So you cannot have an existing x-intercept there. Or you can simply say the graph lies above its asymptote. So the asymptote is y is equal to 1. So there is no way your graph, there's no way you're gonna have an x-intercept, because your graph does not even touch, it does not go through the x-axis, because it's above its asymptote. So moving on, 5.2.3, draw a sketch graph of h, clearly showing all asymptotes, intercepts with the axis, and at least one point on h. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, right, so we already have our y-intercept. Our asymptote is only 1, right? Remember I said you only have one asymptote, which is y is equal to q, and as you can see here, q is plus 1, so our asymptote is y is equal to 1. That's our asymptote. And then you also need another point. So to find another point, you sub any value into h of x. That's right, you sub any value. Since x is the element of all real numbers, you can sub any value into h of x in order to find its corresponding y value. So that's how you find the other point. You substitute any x value into your equation. So I chose 1, so I subbed x equal to 1 into h of x, and then I solved for y. H of x is equal to 4, brackets 2 to the power negative 1, brackets 1, brackets plus 1, which gives you 3. Therefore the other point is 1 is to 3, and that's it. Then you plot your graph as follows. That's your y-intercept here, 0 is to 5, and this is your other point, which is 1 is to 3. Then that's your asymptote, which is y is equal to 1, and you get your 3 marks easily. Now 5.2.4 says describe the transformation of h to g if g of x is equal to 4, brackets 2 to the power negative x plus 2. You see, now here's what I was talking about. This is where your knowledge of exponents applies. Okay, so you're gonna distribute this 4 right here into whatever's in the bracket. So you cannot say 4 times 2 to the power negative x is 8 to the power negative x. No, it's 4 times 2 to the power negative x. You cannot change that to 8, but what you can change is this here, this single number there. So 4 times 2 is 8, right? Therefore the graph of h is translated 7 units upwards to form g. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.